Hi, I'm Ray.
And I'm Saren.
We're your Spider Baby hosts from To Know Her Is to Fear Her, a Spider-Woman podcast, as well as proud members of the collective.
You're listening to Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks. Enjoy the show!
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend D.G. Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, host of a Totally Turtle Sports and Gaming YouTube channel, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network.
Hey kids, who ordered up that side of Fifth Dimensional Justice?
Ooh, it was me! Outrageous!
That's right, kids. We're back with some more Grant Morrissey goodness on Unlimited Justice. Your Justice League.
See what you did there.
Oh, this time we're going to have our Justice League and Justice Society podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, that little mischievous imp herself. It is.
Hey, y'all. It's deep. Look, okay.
So small she can fit in a pen.
I wish.
But you don't
Be a fly on the wall.
you don't conjure her to be by saying so cool. You say, what would you say? Hey, look, puppies.
Touche, good sir. Touche.
All right, so yes, well, we're recording this not to get too in the making of the sausage, but yes, we're recording this like the day after we recorded the last one, so no new Justice League book.
It's all fresh in our minds.
Yes, and there's no new Justice League books. It's a Batman world, and we're just living in it.
Surviving in it, barely.
Meanwhile, there's certain rebel pockets trying to fight that Batman world, including Ray.
Good luck.
I know.
Hey, big units.
Hey, well, I was going to say, they got a modern TV show before we did, so, you know.
Yeah.
Exciting times to be a pimp.
A Moon Knight pimp.
Ew. All right, so should we jump into these? It is only 4 issues, but they are Grant Morrison issues, so.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot to unpack, so. Buckle up, bitches, let's go!
But I do have to admire the self-control, I guess, Grant exercised here, because it's Crisis times 5, but it was only 4 parts.
Ha ha!
I'm so surprised he didn't go 5 with this.
His ADHD, ayahuasca-induced ADHD got the better of him, and he decided to do something else.
I guess. Or he's, it wasn't a thing of, I'm stretching this to get it collected or something. It's just, no, I envisioned this as 4. I'm going to do 4.
Yeah.
So good for him, All right, so the first one, JLA 28 from April 1999. There's not even a real cut title. It's just Crisis times 5 Part 1. Was he not at his full powers?
The supply must have run out.
Or maybe they're
got stopped at the border.
Maybe they're toned it down. All right, but yes,
his supply definitely got stopped at the border, bro.
Oh. All right, so yes, just like last week, writer Grant Morrison and penciler Howard Porter, inker John Dell, colors Pat Gari, letterer Ken Lopez, and editor Dan Raspler. All right, again, this is we'll touch on some stuff we touched on last time, kids. Hail. Our man has warned the JLA that they will soon be in conflict with beings from the 5th dimension. Reports of pink lightning in Keystone City begin to come in as both Flashes, Wally West and Jay Garrett.
Go, pink lightning, go!
As Wally and Jay watch buildings getting twisted. The pink lightning looks very much like the pet thunderbolt of former JSA member Johnny Thunder, and Batman suggests that Thunderbolt also originates from the 5th dimension.
Ooh, suck it, Superman.
Super connected. I love the first 2 parts or something. They're like, oh, okay, he showed restraint, no bat god showing up, and then just out of nowhere,
it's a the editors demanded it.
We have Superman battling Captain Marvel. That's nice, but where's Batman?
And some things never change.
We're just getting a bunch of fan mail, and all it is the same thing.
Batman, my favorite character.
All to do with the Dark Knight.
Somewhere else, Zoriel learns that the Spectre got imprisoned in a rock with the size of a planet, an inhabited planet.
Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
Exactly. All right. I wish she was on camera so I could watch her eyes roll here. In Chicago, Triumph is trying to sell some items he took from the JLA trophy room.
The insult comic puppet.
Oh! Although, in his case, you poop on him.
Oh, that was so early 2000s. It hurt, bro.
In the year 2000. Yes, he's trying to sell items he took from the JLA trophy room when he left in order to pay his rent. Instead, the people he's trying
Relatable.
Oh my. The people he's trying to sell try to kill him. In response, he lets a genie named Lix out of the pen. LKZ, kids.
Uh-oh.
Lix tells Bill he can give him 3 wishes, and Bill's first wish is to become Triumph again. Oh, that would have been so funny if you would have made him a puppet. In Central City, the bank building comes to life and starts smashing things.
Smash it.
Yeah, you knew where I was going with that.
Smash it!
And remember, kids, if you see a Crisis Times 5 article in a few days.
Nobody's O'Brien!
You know who was the inspiration. Uncredited inspiration.
Or the top 5 greatest JLA JSA team-ups.
Or the best use of fifth dimensional imps. And
All
5 that weren't so great.
Exactly. All right, Lil. So thoughts. Was Triumph the worst thing to come out of the 90s?
No. Close to it, but no.
Ooh.
Yeah, I won't say he was the worst. Yeah.
Yes, kids. If you don't know the whole story of Triumph, supposedly he was there in the first days of the Justice League, but then, timey-wimey gets thrown through a time distortion, and all of a sudden he pops up in the present. No one remembers him.
And nobody remembers him now.
No, exactly. Again, so meta. No one remembers him now. I mean, what was that? Were they just trying to crowbar in a new important character? It's like, oh yeah, he helped found the JLA and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, the 90s. We had see.
Man, it's so extreme. The 90s are crazy because you get some of the most best iconic stories, and then you get stuff like Triumph.
Oh, I thought you were about to say we got some extreme justice.
I mean that too. But, no, literally, a lot of the 90s books, both on the big two, are super extreme. Look at the Punisher, look at Ghost Rider. Even Spider-Man gets a little more aggressive.
X-Force, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I mean, violent stuff sold in the 90s. I mean, you were in the top 10 if you had the right combination of violence and large breasts, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah. Why do you think Todd McFarlane could buy that baseball later on, kids?
Nice. I understood that reference.
Because you're old.
I know. I've embraced being old since I was 20, bro.
She got right out of high school and just started 2 years later, started walking with a walker.
Get off my lawn.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh yes. What was that? How do you say that? YZ, the Thunderbolt, is revealed to be a fifth dimensional native in this issue.
Good for them.
I know.
Who cares?
Badamnesia is shown to be inhabited, which is inconsistent with Justice Society of America Volume 2, where Kiku was the last Badamnesian. Okay.
Somebody didn't do their research.
Didn't go down that.
It's the Warlagog all over again.
Didn't go down that Grant Morrison rabbit hole.
Exactly.
Infantino Bank is named after Carmine Infantino.
You don't say. I would have never guessed.
I know. Oh my!
What is this? What is this? Article about Arrow from 2011? Jeez.
All right, kids.
Is this Easter egg?
All right, kids. I know I'm going to get a little hellfire drop out of this. All right. A shillelagh is a wooden walking stick and club or cudgel, typically made from a stout, knotty blackthorn stick with a large knob at the top.
Oh, look, Justin's favorite biscuit.
I was gonna say Lil's favorite biscuit.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
The large knob at the top.
Just what I
It's
always
like a
wanted.
baby's arm holding an apple.
My favorite biscuit.
The Defense Readiness Condition, DEFCON, is an alert state used by the United States Armed Forces. The fourth degree of DEFCON depicts increased intelligence watch and strengthened security measures. Because that's going to help you against the fifth dimension.
Right? It's like duck and cover during nuclear blast. Be freaking for real.
I know, I love how, like, in the 50s, they make kids think, oh, yeah, duck and cover to be safe. Now it's more like kiss your ass goodbye.
Exactly.
Oh, boy. All right. So any other thoughts, or should we get to the next one?
We can just keep rolling along. I'm trying to keep my ADHD in check. Too.
Keep rolling.
Roll that beautiful bean footage, though. Ooh, put it on the list. Best 90s commercials.
There you go.
80s or 90s. 80s and 90s commercials. We can milk it for 2 episodes.
Oh, we could do every decade, yeah. 80s, 90s.
Oh, okay. Early 2000s. That's when commercials stopped being fun. After that.
We could do a commercial month. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Yeah, that's the last thing you need is talking dogs who can testify. Who
Smoke the doobie.
who can testify in open court. All right, kids. JLA number 29, May 1999. Crisis Times 5, Part 2, World Turned Upside Down. Lil's favorite.
Damn straight it was.
Hey-oh. Lil's favorite. Reality bends in Keystone City, courtesy of Licks from the Fifth Dimension.
Not Nanos by Ray Palmer, sorry.
No.
That was last issue.
Jakeem Thunder runs to the JLA claiming that he did not do this. The JLA tries to contain...
It wasn't me?
It wasn't. Picture this, the fifth dimension was invading. banging on reality's floor. The JLA tries to contain the chaos, but Plastic Man is turned to stone and Green Lantern even gets tossed into the fifth dimension.
Good. I wish you would have stayed there.
Oh, shut up! Enough Kyle Rayner slander. Why can't you pick on that pedophile Hal Jordan?
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
On their lunar base, Captain Marvel arrives and asks Superman to let him inside.
The real Captain Marvel.
Oh, that's right, kid. Shazam.
No tea, no shade.
In New York, Triumph has used mind control to call Gypsy and the Ray to his side.
Ooh, that didn't age well.
The all-winter squad, huh, kids?
Yikes! Big yikes.
It's pretty bad when your leader is Triumph.
Oh, I don't know what I was expecting. Dead Dove, don't open.
They are about to go to the moon, where Triumph wants to claim his spot as leader of the JLA.
Wait, you didn't say it right.
What?
To the moon, Alice!
Triumph wants to claim his spot. They're about to go to the moon! Please. Leader of the JLA. For the lucky if they'll let you clean the toilets. Meanwhile, Sentinel and Zuriel have arrived at the astral plane to try and free the Spectre. However, Spectre is imprisoned in a rock that actually is a living world. To free him, Sentinel and Zuriel would have to destroy millions of lives.
Krakoa? Wait a minute. Krakoa, does DC need their... Does Marvel need to run DC their money?
Is there a cosmic entity in Krakoa? Is this where the Living Tribunal's been hiding? I don't know. I thought it's...
Ooh. Didn't it used to be? Like...
Well, I mean, it's a living thing, but it's, it's not like something's imprisoned in it. I think Krakoa is just a living thing.
Mutants.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was...
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Story, I'm just saying.
Is that how we end this thing? That all the X-Men and everyone are shown to be clones, and Krakoa's just been feeding off the real X-Men in a cave underneath?
I'm telling you, that's the only way it shouldn't.
Feeding off their dreams and nightmares.
I mean, that explains the throuple. I'm just saying.
Whoa!
Think about it, kids. Think about it.
Well, I'm sure many people have. Well, Hellfire. Check her hard drive. Adamantium, indeed. Inside the JLA base, Captain Marvel knocks out Superman. Triumph, Ray, and Gypsy.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
What? He rocks out Superman?
Yeah.
Well, he's magic.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So it's like, why would DC even?
Yeah, why would
Henry Cavill come back to get his ass kicked by the Rock? Like,
exactly.
Honestly, just be real.
That's what I said. Since that movie came out, he's magic. It would be like him, like, oh, I'm going to come back and fight a Kryptonite man. Seriously. Triumph, Ray, and Gypsy arrive at the base after Captain Marvel leaves for the fifth dimension. Triumph knocks out Our Man, Matthew Tyler, and seats himself in Superman's chair. Steel teleports aboard. Back in Keystone City, Jakeem lets out his genie, known as Thunderbolt, and the two creatures from the fifth dimension begin the battle.
Yeah.
Man, Grant must get the best stuff. Yeah, the genies were fighting, man. One was blue, one was pink.
Those cats were fast as lightning. Wait, did he invent the Power Rangers?
No, they were around before this, weren't they? This is 1999. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, because...
Yeah, okay, yeah.
They were like mid-90s, weren't they?
94? No, 93.
And no comment from Lilith about
93, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. And no comment from Lilith about the teenage boy.
No, it might have been the same year as X-Men, 92.
Yeah,
so,
okay. But yeah, it was before 99, I know that. But no comment from Lilith about the teenage boy letting out his genie.
I mean, put lotion on the skin or else it gets the hose again. I mean, I don't know what you want from me here.
Oh my god, Lilith Hellfire, you were a cheerleader in high school. You know how many teenage boys were letting their genies out probably to you? And again, I'm sorry, this isn't salty.
No,
put that in your head.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, every last boy on the football team were losers. Gross, greasy losers. No, thank you.
That's even more of a evidence. You know, they weren't getting any, so...
I know, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it.
Oh,
I don't want to think about it.
Well, they were, Love Hellfire. Trust me, a teenage boy needs no excuse to... All right.
Don't I know it?
Whoa! She's like, these boys in their 20s don't need no excuse. All right, thoughts on this? Oh, I mentioned steel teleports aboard. I think I saw something yesterday. I don't know if they might be doing a, maybe it's a one shot. I guess they might be doing a Steel 30th anniversary something or other.
Okay.
Well, they're going to milk that whole thing because they're doing I think pretty soon here we're getting the 30th anniversary Death of Superman issue, so.
Yeah, I know, but like, be for real.
Yeah, but if they're doing one for Steel, shouldn't they be doing one for Connor too?
Shh, we don't talk about that abomination, bro. Clearly.
Oh, I thought you liked Connor Kent.
No, we do. I do, but they don't.
Well, they have their other Superboy now.
Exactly. So now he's the other redheaded stuff. I mean, him and Wally and frickin' Connor Hawk might as well all just get together and have a woe is me party.
Cousin Oliver's.
Exactly.
Poor Connor. Give me leather jacket Connor anytime.
I'm saying.
Don't call me Superboy.
At least he didn't destroy the multiverse.
Yeah! Superboy Prime. Oh, please. There's your warning sign, Lilith Hellfire, if anyone says they like Superboy Prime.
Oh, no, I know. I've said that several times.
That's the hugest of red flags. Superboy.
So I was like, we're doing me now?
Oh! No, I think he just likes him as a plot device. I don't think he really knows or loves the character.
Yeah, of course.
He's just like, oh, he can do stuff.
That's an interesting artistic choice. We're doing me now?
And since we're here.
Pirates, arg!
Seaman!
So that's you.
Everyone loves cocaine.
Yeah, clearly.
What, for this story?
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to this. Or JLA number 30, June 1999, Crisis Times 5, Part 3, Worlds Beyond.
I bet.
Yeah, exactly. All right. On the Justice League of America lunar base, Triumph knocks Steel through a wall. Steele sheds his costume and escapes through an air duct to make his way to his workshop. On the planet which is imprisoning the Spectre, Sentinel and Zuriel decide they cannot kill the creatures on the planet to free the Spectre, but they are able to accelerate time. Thus, in a few minutes, the planet's civilization will go through generations until finally getting extinct. In Keystone City, Yiz, YZ, the Thunderbolt, and Lix, LKZ, fight one another.
Smoke the doobie.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Multicolored genies fighting each other. Yeah.
Genie in a
Smoke the
bottle,
doobie.
baby.
It's
Smoke the doobie.
and Grant Morrison going,
And anything else, I darn well please.
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Who's gonna stop me?
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Certainly not the editors.
I'm uncancelable.
It's my favorite drop.
I know.
I'm uncancelable.
And remember, kids, Lilith always says,
And I look as good as I do, no matter how old I am, and I date younger men.
great Lilith Hellfire impression.
Like the penis.
Whoa! Whoa! Dong is the preferred medical term here at Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network, Philip.
I'm uncancelable.
Is it in the butt?
Alright. In the fifth dimension, Captain Marvel and Green Lantern team up against Quisp, QWSP, who actually is behind the attack on Earth. Yes, kids, if you don't remember, I'm sure Lilith Hellfire does. Yes, Aquaman had his own fifth dimensional imp.
No comment.
Oh,
But nice.
oh my. Wait, who are you? What have you done with Lilith Hellfire? Quisp traps them in the fifth dimension and travels to the third, our world. Quisp tells the JLA if they wish to stop this war between the two genies that will destroy their world, one of them must sacrifice themselves. He asks them to choose. Triumph is getting set to lead Gypsy and the Ray out the lunar base to save the world. Unknown to him, Batman and Aquaman are waiting on the other side of the door. I mean, Batgirl's one thing, but if you're getting knocked out by Aquaman, by 90s Aquaman,
Yeah.
you hit him in the face with that beard. Said, no, Hulk hand. Poor Grant Morrison, man. He had to work with Electric Superman, Hulk hand Aquaman.
I think he liked it.
I guess.
He liked it.
Yeah, he did like weird stuff. So it was, although Superman's back to normal in this story.
No, normal for Superman, yeah.
I was gonna say, did Aquaman ever go back to normal? I mean, maybe New 52, but
Yeah, it took that long.
that's that damage that brand took so long to get back to status quo. Although, I mean, New 52 was.
I mean, it's fun to experiment, but sometimes you got to read the room and write for the readers and not just yourself.
Did they think
You need an editor that'll stop you.
Did they think Aquaman was like?
They're trying to make him so serious.
But yeah, but again, and two, it's like, did they think that he wasn't that much of a big character? Where they're like, oh yeah, we can do whatever we want and experiment for a while, and
Yeah, that's exactly what they thought, and they were wrong. Because even though Jason Momoa plays Aquaman in the movies, that character has yet to look like him in the comic books. So there's something to say about that. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure Black Adam looks like The Rock. I'm just saying.
Who knows what Aquaman looks like? He hasn't had a book in how long?
He hasn't had a movie in how long?
Although it's not just him, man. Like I said, Aquaman, Green Arrow. We don't even have a regular Green Lantern book at this point.
They're in shambles, bro. Like, that's nothing. That's no secret.
I mean, when your top brands don't have monthly books. I mean, a Green Lantern book. We don't have a Green Lantern book. Again, Aquaman's been in the movies. Aquaman's had a movie. He doesn't have a regular book right now.
A semi-successful movie, I know, right?
There's no JLA book right now.
Yeah, it's a mess.
All right. So should we get to the last one?
Oh, feel free. Go ahead, my dear.
Oh, just all right. JLA number 31, July 1999. Crisis Times 5, Part 4. Gods and Masters.
Ooh, see what he did there?
See, kids, he changed the word. But he kept the letter. Zuriel and Sentinel free the Spectre, who's looking for revenge, isn't he always?
That's his whole shtick, right?
Oh yeah, isn't he like the wrath of God? Yeah, I mean, revenge is your job requirement. Yes. Can you imagine that that yearly performance review? How many times have you saw it? Revenge. Very good. I see.
Wait. Can I sign up for this job?
It's revenge, not petty revenge.
Oh, okay. That rules us both out.
That's true. Yes, I was gonna say salty. I don't know though. They bonded him to Hal Jordan.
Ooh, good point. Good point. We might have a chance, bud.
I mean, talk about salty and petty.
I of course love Hal Jordan.
On the moon, Aquaman and Batman fight Triumph and his mind-controlled compatriots, the Ray and Gypsy. Triumph and company defeat them? Oh my god, I love... I mean, wouldn't that just make Gypsy madder when, Aquaman's like, remember us? Remember me? It's Arthur from Detroit. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, I know. Like, I wouldn't bring that up.
And you abandoned us. Thought I had a chance with your wife and you just dropped us.
I mean...
there's
worse reasons.
You disbanded the League, put it back together, set it in Detroit, and then you left us.
In Detroit!
With Martian Manhunter as the only adult.
F in the chat for his sanity.
In the fifth dimension, Captain Marvel and Green Lantern convince the police to support them, stopping the genies in the third dimension, which is Earth. Captain Marvel also develops a way to merge both Lix and Thunderbolt.
Did you know the fifth dimension was Earth?
The fifth?
They say it every issue.
Oh, I thought it was the third. Quisp gets tired of waiting for the Leaguers to make a decision about who to sacrifice, and he kills Wildcat.
Some say he's still bleeding out the street. Maybe that's what the inspiration was. I don't know.
He's still
tough to say.
Still floating in the fifth dimension. Oh my god, how funny would that be if that same character, same actor, just like popped up in like the end of Stargirl?
On the street bleeding out.
The Thunderbolt just brings him back.
They're not thinking that hard about that, though.
No.
That would be hilarious.
I think at this point, any of those shows are like, yeah, no, we don't need to connect
We're
the
done.
Arrowverse.
We don't care.
Arrowverse, nah.
Which is disrespectful and rude, but
yeah. Well, at least Stargirl's getting a they'll give them a chance to give them an actual finale.
F in the chat for Legends.
Or Batwoman.
Wow, she didn't deserve one. Let's just be real. That was painful.
Oh, damn. Yeah,
they made a mess of that.
Yeah, but that poor actress, they just dropped her in the middle.
Yeah,
of the
that's what I mean.
I know, they dropped her in the middle.
Kept trying to bring Ruby Rose problematic ass back, and I'm just like, stop it!
Yeah, that actress, man, they dropped her in the middle of a bad situation. Yeah. Jakeem Thunder takes down Quisp, ending the battle between the genies. Remember, kids, you have a genie in a bottle, you have to rub it the right way.
Christina Aguilera, please be cool. We mean no harm.
Hey, we'll apologize. Come on, Salty and Petty, and talk to us.
I mean, she's not my favorite blonde 90s pop star. That would be Mandy Moore.
Well, we can have them all.
I know it's controversial not to say Britney. I know, but it's Mandy Moore.
It's Britney, bitch!
I love Britney, don't get me wrong, but Mandy Moore was so underrated.
Yeah, I know. Hell, I'd like to talk to them all. Hell, most popular figures of the 90s, come talk to us.
Yeah. You know who I want? I want Jose Canseco.
Oh, nice.
As a 90s kid who grew up watching VH1 reality shows.
No, you know who we need to get the real scoop? Jose Canseco's ex-wife.
Oh yeah. We don't have that kind of money to make her squeal, though.
Wow!
If you know, you know!
Wow! Whoa! Oh my god!
Actually, she did write a book, though, so maybe we read that and talk about that.
Oh, nice. Oh, read a bunch of people's tell-all books and be like, hey, if you don't want us to get it wrong, come on and talk to us.
I definitely want to read Holly Madison's book for sure.
Oh,
for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
We should talk about that book.
Definitely. Lilith. And if any playmates want to come on and talk about Hef. Yes.
Well, I mean, he's gone, and we all know what he did. But I'd be interested to see how they picked up their lives in the aftermath.
Yes.
So, or better yet, his only wife and children. That would be an interesting interview.
Oh yeah,
his wife was really a really great lady. I don't know how he got her, honestly. If you know, you know.
Tricked her.
Like all men.
Oh.
Sorry, Phil.
Don't you believe in love, Lilith Hellfire?
Most men.
Thank you. Oh, please. There ain't no tricks here. You know exactly what you got in this partnership, okay? A kindred spirit, if you will. Salty, petty, they're synonyms, kids. Come on.
Salty, petty, and cumin! Justin, sorry, you're the cumin.
My favorite biscuit.
See, only Miles Manzor would get that joke because he's the only one out of the friend group that watches How I Met Your Mother. So, it's a How I Met Your Mother joke because Ted's a third wheel. So, Lily and Marshall went to Halloween as Salt and Pepper. And then he's like, and their best friend Cumin!
It's legally admissible evidence.
Without a doubt.
I mean, How I Met Your Mother is great. Just don't watch the last season.
Indeed.
Anywho. Trippy books. Definitely, if you smoke a doobie to read these.
All right. Yeah, let's wrap this one up. On the moon, Superman wakes up and fights Triumph. Steel has adapted the Watchtower to become his armor and uses it to aid Superman in defeating Triumph. The Spectre
No, that is insane as it sounds. I don't think you understand how insane that sounds.
I know. Any more insane than the Avengers living in a celestial? Oh, God, I hope that's over soon.
Oh, that's what's going on?
I mean...
That's what they're doing over there at the House of Ideas? Really?
I mean, since
really, Phil?
For the last 60 issues of Avengers, yes. I mean, hopefully, Jason Aaron, I think his run's wrapping up soon, so hopefully... Again, enough with Bendis Tower.
Is he smoking ayahuasca too? What the hell?
Enough with Bendis Towers and Celestials. Again, whoever writes the Avengers next, can you please put them back in the mansion, please? There's tradition there, damn it.
Now you sound like an old man. Now you're the old man, Phil.
Give them a lawn for kids to get off of. Come on.
There you go.
Thank you.
There you go. There it goes. And as a matter of fact, put the X-Men back in the mansion, too, while you're at it.
Exactly. We need our heroes back in mansions, kids. Hell, Bruce Wayne, he's living in a brownstone. Put him back in the mansion.
Hey, do you think they did that because of all the capitalistic backlash? Like, you know, they're trying to get to Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Mansions aren't relatable anymore, bro.
Maybe, but I mean, unless you were like, in the 90s, they kind of like, destroyed that, late 80s, early 90s, they destroyed that mansion and it kind of had more like a headquarters just built there. How many times
has freaking Fantastic Four's freaking tower been destroyed? You know, means nothing in Marvel's New York.
I know. Or hell, do Avengers Island again. I don't care.
Ooh, I like that idea, actually.
Oh my god. Oh my god, to be some island crossover between the Avengers and X-Men. And I think I think the Eternals are going to be quiet for a while because I don't know if that movie went over well.
Yeah.
I don't see anyone buying that merch, even though it's still plentiful in the store.
For real, like $1 type clearance beat, you know.
Yeah, I just don't think I don't know. Too many characters. People didn't care about the characters.
It was too DC for mainstream Marvel MCU.
It was too Jack Kirby.
Nerds.
It was too Jack Kirby. Yeah, I think that's why I don't hear talk of New Gods movie anymore. It's like, nah.
Yeah, they're like, ooh.
If Marvel could make that work, we sure as hell can't make that work.
Let's make wrestling movies.
I said DC, not Sony.
No, The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah, Black Adam was a wrestling movie. I will agree with Charlie on that.
Oh my god.
And you know what I realized about The Rock? And like, this is why I don't like him. So, like, you know that show, Young Rock, right?
I've heard of it, yes.
It's on NBC. NBC owns Universal. Universal owns Fast and Furious. I feel like as soon as he made that deal, he said he wants to be in the Fast and Furious and he wants to be in the Fast and Furious spinoff. And they're like, they're going to give The Rock whatever he wants.
Oh, it's a conspiracy theory corner with Lilith Hellfire. Yeah, it's coming in 2023, kids.
Yeah, I got plenty.
Just do it!
Now, I'm not talking your run-of-the-mill Epstein didn't kill himself conspiracies.
He was killed by imps from the fifth dimension.
Go, Grease Lightning, go!
The Spectre arrives and freezes Triumph solid. Yes.
As you do.
Now
That's what I'm telling you. You got to get into the Spectre. It doesn't matter which one it is. All the Spectre books are solid.
Petty vengeance. Now he wants to kill Triumph, but Zoriel stops him. Instead, Triumph will be put into the JLA trophy room. Ah, poetic justice.
Full circle, if you will.
Poetic justice. It's like a Tales from the Crypt, man. He stole from that trophy room. Now he is a trophy in that room.
Put him on the hyper wheel. That's his punishment. To bring it completely full circle.
They literally have him in a freezer with a glass door.
He got fridged. Finally, a man gets fridged.
Now you could be in the JLA. We will call you Captain Cold.
Oh, ooh. Captain Cold resents you for that comment.
And I don't know, did they ever defrost him? I don't think so, did they?
No, I don't think we ever saw him again. Wait, we're going to put a bow on that.
Some say he's still sitting in the back of that freezer.
What do you think Oliver puts in his chili?
Oh! Oliver's chili is people!
That's why Batman likes it, because he eats orphans. See? I'm just saying! It all makes sense!
Oh, and who was going to play Batman at one point? Armie Hammer?
Oh, this is super connected, bro.
Oh, I know. Look at the...
Charlie's rubbing off on us. I don't like it.
Give your wife something.
What's this mess?
Stay tuned for the return of Super Deck Connectivity, kids, with the Esser boys.
Yeah, I think that's really cute. We got 2 father and son duos, so that's totally adorable.
Yes. Yes, look for my...
It's totally adorable.
Yes. In Keystone City, we have to do this. In Keystone City, Wildcat comes back to life, telling everyone that he was given 9 lives in 1945.
Purr.
Wow! All right. I have to...
Oh! They confused Catwoman with Wildcat! It all makes sense now!
Superior
we
puss!
Discovered something.
Superior puss!
Because you gotta remember, back in the day, Catwoman's costume kind of looked like his, or a mouse, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe they got confused.
And was it just me, or what, in this book, maybe it's just the art, Howard Porter's art, but did Wildcat look a little Batman-ish to you in this?
Of course.
Yeah.
A man in all black. That's a vigilante.
I know, and they gave him like little cat ears that almost looked like small bat ears. I was like, oh, yeah, looking
it's
Batman.
no Jim Starlin, but yeah, they were pointy.
Yeah. They were pointy, all right.
Cold, wet, hard nipples.
All right. Thoughts on our second Grant Morrison arc here, Lilith Hellfire?
I mean, it's if you know Grant, then you know what to expect. You know what I mean? It's always gonna be a ride.
Hey-o.
You just gotta go with it.
Yes.
And I think that he does some really cool things, but I think like editorial just let him. They gave him the Frank Miller treatment. They just let him do what he wanted to do. Like I'm sorry, I just don't see any editorial oversight on this book. Because, like, this is not a story for a JLA book. You know what I mean? Yeah,
but that's the whole point. They're like, yeah, let him go. Grant Morrison's stuff sells. Let's...
Yeah.
Because...
for better or for worse, it is what it is. It's a solid story, but it just doesn't feel like a JLA level kind of story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it kind of seems like this. I mean, it's still a good story, but it seems like
this is something that will happen to the Justice Society. I'm sorry.
It's
in the 50s or something.
Well, wasn't this prep for the JSA book coming out? Because it's not what
It was.
Yeah.
But, like, at the same time, it's just not the vibe.
So I wonder if that was, like, the only editorial mandate. It's like, oh, yeah, you know, we need you to write a story where you reintroduce the JSA because they're getting their own book here soon.
Fair enough.
But, yeah, I mean, other than that, I could see them letting him off the leash and do what he wants because it's like, one, Grant Morrison stuff sells. Two, before he brought back the Big Seven, how well was any Justice League book selling?
That is fair enough. That's a fair point.
I mean, I think we had two. Probably.
It's kind of crazy that as much as I love like when people think of Justice League, like, you know, they think like Super Friends, like the Seven. But like honestly, I didn't grow up with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Until Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. Honestly, that's my Justice League. But like the comic book Justice League, that wasn't my comic book Justice League.
No, I mean,
almost like my whole life, pretty much.
I mean,
that's a very recent thing.
We've said this. It's like until Grant Morrison brought back the Big Seven. When's the last time you had a JLA with the Big Seven? It was pre-Crisis.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, over 10 years.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But, I mean, like I said, I enjoy Grant Morrison, but you have to know what you're getting into. I don't think that I could introduce somebody who's never read like a comic book to this particular Justice League, even though this is the Justice League people think of. You know what I mean?
Grant Morrison stuff is good, but I wouldn't have him.
It's not for newcomers. It's not for newbies.
If it's your first comic book, yeah, you're not reading. You don't.
He does deep cuts, deep dives. He's a real fanboy. He's like right up there with Jeff Johns and his like knowledge and like Mark Waid and all that. So, like, yeah, that's the only, like, I just wouldn't give it to a newbie. That's like throwing, the baby out with the bathwater at that point. You gotta ease them in.
Even seasoned veterans like ourselves, it's like you have to read a Grant Morrison something more than once to get everything,
You have to be intoxicated.
You have to be intoxicated. You have to read it more than once to pick up some subtle nuances.
But I do think that he always had, like, a great working with his whole team. Like, it's cohesive. It's a solid book, but the stories are a little, a little out there. Yeah. That's his trademark,
Exactly.
It's like, Jason Moose is going to be, if Kevin Smith's directing it, he's going to be in it.
Snoochie!
if Sam Raimi's directing, that car's going to be in it. And Bruce Campbell. It's just what it is, baby. On that note.
All right. So, should I give the kids their homework?
Yeah, because I forgot.
All right. So, okay, kids, remember, Salty and Petty is going to be taking over here coming in 2023. So, for Unlimited Justice, we only have 5 episodes left, Little Hellfire.
The final countdown.
Talk about Crisis times 5.
And our penultimate episode that we do the Bendis one, or is that the finale?
No, that's the penultimate Lilith Hellfire. Okay. So either way, you're going to be drinking a lot that episode. So
do your research, kids. Tell us what your favorite thing about Bendis was and your least favorite thing about Bendis.
Okay, Brian Cronin.
If he's going to steal from us, I'm going to steal from him.
Yeah, I love that energy. Yes. All right, so next episode, we're going to do the last of our Grant Morrison episodes. We're going to do his final arc on JLA. Was that World War III from JLA 36 through 41? So
such a good story, actually. This is one actually that I would recommend to like somebody newer to comics. It's solid and it's not weird with like a lot of esoteric DC knowledge.
Yeah. And 2, it's him.
And it's fun punching up stuff, too.
And again, it's him tying up his, like, whole run and stuff. It's not like, hinting.
It's a love letter.
It's not hinting at stuff to come. It's like, okay, this is it.
It's a love letter to himself, and I love that for him.
I know. All right. And then, 2 weeks after that, Lilith Hellfire demanded some Impulse. So, some Port Allen.
Yeah, Justice for Impulse.
So, yes, the episode in 2 weeks, we'll be doing The Flash 92 through 94, the first appearance of Bart Allen. Reckless Youth. And then...
Crash, man. It's so Crash.
And then the week after that, for episode 48, we'll do Dead Heat, featuring Bart Allen and Wally West and Jesse Quick and Max Mercury.
It's the whole forgotten family of
Exactly, from Flash 108 through 111 and Impulse 10 and 11. And then, yes, that brings us to episode 49, or penultimate, where we'll discuss the Bendis Superman run.
Well, no, just Bendis at DC as a whole.
Okay, Bendis at DC as a whole, but a big part of that's going to be Superman.
Superman, yeah.
Yes. Superman, Young Justice, okay, yes. And then we're going to wrap this whole damn thing up in episode 50 with, yes, kids, it's the 30th anniversary, the death of Superman.
Get it? Because it's the death of the podcast? Get it?
Get it? And it's the 30th anniversary. Get it?
Because the DC trained us well, okay? That's all I can say.
We're working on so many Grant Morrison levels here, kids.
At least I am.
Lilith knows how to open that door to the fifth dimension. All right. I love you. All right, kids. So send us your thoughts. That's the rest of the year. Send your thoughts on any or all of it, or what you want to hear on Salty and Petty. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find Unlimited Justice on Facebook, on Twitter. I think that even when the show's done, those social medias will hang around. So if I see some news, I'll post it. So just join us. Come talk your Justice League and Justice Society stuff, kids. And who knows? Maybe we'll get a extra bonus episode on Patreon next year. So send in your requests. What would you like to hear us talk? JLA or JSA, completely uncensored.
Would you do some Savage Hawkman?
Oh, that's right. Would you like to hear us talk a great story? Would you like to hear us poo-poo on one of your least favorites? Send in your requests, kids. Oh my, watch us get so many requests. It'll be to the Patreon next year. It'll just all be like Unlimited Justice. Uncensored Justice!
Yes. The bustiest justice.
Get the nipple and everything, kids.
We're just gonna pitch our freaking Black Label Power Girl book. It's gotta be behind a paywall so prying eyes can't see.
Oh, that's right.
Nobody's all black.
Episode 5, Power Girl strips. There's Poison Ivy and Harley.
You're like, wait a minute, is she in a stripperella costume? Yes.
Oh my god, no. We do an uncensored Black Canary anthology, and Ray's contribution goes up. Get it? His contribution.
We always did mean to do fan fiction theater, just saying.
Yes!
Many ideas.
Do we need to do X-rated fan fiction superhero theater?
We'll see.
Again, patrons, you can vote on this.
You have the power!
I'm just waiting for the email from Ray in a few days. Yes, 1,000 times yes! And Justin, and Russell, yes. So yeah, follow all the social medias for all our updates. The YouTube channel, again, everything gets a video. Oh my god, if we do the X-rated stuff on Patreon, we could have like X-rated sock puppets or Funkos or action figures. We talked about that way back. Come on.
Yeah, I'll open my freaking Gambit, Rogue, and Mystique X-Men from the 90s.
I got a Power Girl figure here.
And he's not afraid to use it, kids.
Hey-oh! With Kung Fu Grip.
I wonder if my wrist is ready for that.
Thank you, Ray. So yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss anything going on here, because it's always chaos here.
Smash it!
And of course, the
Lords of Chaos, if you will.
Oh, nice. And of course, the Patreon. Once again, all these shows are our passion project. We're paying for our own pockets, so every little bit helps. With $3 to $5 gets you early access to creator interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And
our most recent one with
we're
Cliff Chang.
Oh yes, Cliff Chang. Again, Chichester's there every month. Charlie and I talked to Jim Zub recently. We're gonna Jeff Johnson. We're gonna be talking to him soon about his 90s Wonder Man series. I know he's done some Green Lantern. I'll have to do my homework, see what else, because I always forget, So yes, we'll be talking to artist Jeff Johnson here soon. I don't know if Lilith is free to join us, but I know that most of that Wonder Man podcast special we did.
Monday, more than likely I can make.
Oh, it's a Saturday. No.
Okay.
But yes, Justin and Will will be there, and Ray if he can make it past his busy important schedule.
I mean, he has 1,000 podcasts. Even
So I could do it. I could talk. I could do it. If anyone can call him out, it's me. So yes, subscribe to the Patreon. Also, again, catch up on the worst superhero movies of all times, because the series finale is coming, and you get voting power to. Which X-rated stuff do you want us to do in 2023 on Patreon? Go vote now. Oh. Can you imagine? It'd be like, what do you want?
What's the worst thing on Lilith's hard drive?
Oh, don't threaten them with that, man. They'll vote for that in a heartbeat. All right. Do we do X-rated Power Girl? Vote. Cast your votes now, kids.
Those boobs scare me.
And, of course, Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merchandise, T-shirts, cups, much more, phone cases. And again, if you just want to rain money on us, because yes, the holidays are coming, and Lilith Hellfire's birthday is coming. So if you just want to rain random money on us, use that Cash App link in all the show notes.
Make it rain.
All right. So find everything at linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. All right, Lilith Hellfire, she who sees through to the fifth dimension on certain nights. Where can people get a hold of you?
Well, guys, for right now, you can just find me on TikTok at LilithHellfire69, making all the comments and maybe some of the content. Be sure to come check it out if you have a TikTok, maybe even if you don't. So yeah, working on the Tumblr though, guys, because Twitter is dead, Instagram is dead, and Facebook is only for
Grandma
podcasts.
Either do the 6 or do the 9.
Lubricated eels are the best.
Come. Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business. Somebody was trying to sneak it
sushi
in.
for lunch.
Wow! What, you don't want that thought in your head as you're eating sushi?
Lubricated eels are the best.
Oh God, is that join the list of Twinkies and toaster strudels?
I don't do Twinkies or toaster strudels, so.
What?
It just might.
Oh my God, when I'm done with this Lilith Hellfire, she's gonna weigh like 52 pounds.
I see what you did there.
Thank you. Again, thank you for joining us, kids. Again, only 5 episodes left of Unlimited Justice. The censored version. All right. So again, next week we wrap up Grant Morrison. And then we get some Flash and Impulse. And then 2 weeks after that, then we get our...
The roasting of Bendis.
Then we get our show prep for the trial of Bendis. And then it all ends with the death of Superman. All right, kids, come back. Come get yourself some justice.
Unlimited justice. And it's definitely outrageous.
Times 5.
Hi, I'm one of the High Priests of Khonshu Ray, and I have the sacred privilege of providing you, the loony listener, with a podcast honouring Marvel's very own Moon Knight. So join me and a host of others at Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, or support the show by becoming a Patreon member. Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. It's time to get your Khonshu on.